Hey y'all, today I have something super special. I'm really excited to share with you guys. Let's get into it. First of all, a little housekeeping. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Kayla. I'm a second generation homeschool mom to 4 girls. We have a house full of girls. We are finishing up our 7th year of homeschooling. We've homeschooled from the beginning. Home education videos are totally my jam. And if you feel the same way, then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to be sharing a wonderful resource that is geared towards mothers and daughters having the really important discussions around puberty. As I said, I'm a girl mom myself. My girls are 11, 8, 2.5, and almost 1. So I have kind of a wide range of ages. I feel really strongly about sexual education. It's something that I'm passionate about. I feel that as parents, it's our responsibility to prepare our children for all of the things that life has coming for them. Their physical development is obviously a huge part of that. I am always on the hunt for resources or books or videos or anything that can help me to continue the dialogue with my girls and to make sure that they feel empowered, that they feel confident, that they feel knowledgeable about their own bodies, how to keep themselves healthy and safe, and all of that good stuff. And it should go without saying that if you have sons, those conversations are just as important. However, the resource we're looking at today is specifically geared to girls and moms. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to do some unboxing together. So here is the Body Talk Basics kit. Open up the conversation. Inside, we have a very nice note from the founder, Megan. We have a period product experiment materials. Let's see what's in here. We have some liners, some pads, and some tampons, 2 of each. We have the daughter workbook, Body Talk Basics, Conversations About Puberty for Moms and Daughters, daughter workbook. This is what that looks like inside. And then there is a lot of room for notes in the back. And then we have the mom workbook. You can see that really the focus is on connection and finding this kind of sisterhood and camaraderie with our daughters. I just love the whole thought process behind this. There's also pages in the back for notes, although not as many. So let's kind of look at the differences between these two. Notice this is the mom workbook. The questions are different than the questions in the daughter workbook. Where could your daughter get some menstrual products that she needs? And then for the daughter, it's saying, how are you feeling so far about what you've learned? So different prompts based on who the book is designed for. So those are the workbooks that are going to guide you and your daughter through this course. Then at the very bottom here, we have the Puberty Play, A Girl's Guide to Growing Up. So this is actually a book that is written by the creator of this course, Megan. So it has some introductory information about her and her story and what brought her to create the Body Talk Basics course and to write this book. And then we have our table of contents here. So this really serves as kind of your textbook, and there are really great inclusive illustrations throughout the book. I'm not going to show them off here, but obviously it's a puberty book, so there's going to be images that are in line with the material that the book is teaching. So right off the bat, we just have a lot of human biology information. The course does teach accurate terminology for body parts, which I really appreciate. And I just have this partially covered up here, but different skin tones are represented. It is inclusive in that way. I actually love that there is a whole chapter about breasts. I feel like breasts are something that are kind of glossed over in a lot of puberty books. They do talk about them, but it's usually like very brief, one paragraph, maybe one page. This gives a lot more detailed information that is very necessary for young girls to know. It answers a lot of questions that I know personally I had growing up and didn't have a lot of information on until I was an adult, until I was, pregnant, expecting a child, expecting to breastfeed. That was actually when I learned the most about my breasts. And I think it's very empowering to know that information sooner and younger. Of course, there's information about hygiene as well. There is a lot of very detailed information about the menstrual cycle. And no, not just the bleeding part of the menstrual cycle, but the entire hormonal cycle that our bodies go through month after month after month. And we have some really clear imagery of what is happening during each phase of the menstrual cycle on the inside of our bodies. This is more really wonderful information that I did not know until I was an adult. I feel like this kind of information is either glossed over or just left out entirely in a lot of the puberty resources that I've seen. So actually knowing what your period blood is supposed to look like. It goes over the different products that you might use very thoroughly. It explains them in a lot of detail. It talks about the pros and the cons. It talks about how to use them, how to make sure that we're keeping things clean and sanitary. I love that it goes over pain management, nutrition. You might think, oh, if we just talk about how painful periods are, we're going to terrify our girls. I don't feel that way. I feel like this is very empowering for them to know and understand how they can really care for themselves and be kind to themselves during their period. This is one of my favorite parts of the course so far, the 4 seasons of the menstrual cycle. Again, this is information I wish I had had as a preteen, teenager, young adult, new mom. This would have been incredibly helpful to me. I had never heard of the 4 seasons analogy until I was already in my 30s and had 2 or 3 children. And I heard it on a podcast. And I consider this information to be such a game changer. It changed the entire way that I viewed myself. It changed the way that I viewed my cycle. It made me pay more attention and be more intuitive with my body. I'm so happy that she put this in here. The 4 seasons analogy really helps you to see each of the phases of your menstrual cycle to be like a season. And so it's something that we're all very familiar with. It helps us to really visualize and easily understand what is happening inside our body during that particular phase, what our body might be best at, what it might need more of. It is just so incredibly helpful. There's also a lot of social emotional awareness tidbits that are sprinkled throughout this course. So she does talk about emotions. She talks about our brain. She talks about how puberty and hormones can affect the way that we feel, the way that we think, the way that we react to different scenarios. And then she also lists some really great tools in dealing with emotional flares or big emotions or negative emotions. So absolutely love that that is included as well. I think it's super important. In the back here, we have this table of emotion chart. This will really help to enable our girls to express their emotions very clearly. Okay, so that is the course book. This isn't everything. A huge part of this course is the online video component. That's what really is the meat of the course. That's what really makes it so unique. So let me show you what that interface is like. Body Talk Basics has a wonderful website. She already has prepared a really great FAQ section and really lays out nicely all of the details of the course so that you can make an informed decision and an informed purchase. Once you purchase the course, you'll easily be able to track your progress through the course on the left-hand side. All of the course videos are produced with YouTube. Each video will have key timestamps, which I think is very helpful. All of the graphics and text is very aesthetically pleasing, which may not matter to everyone, but definitely matters to me and my daughter. We have also just really been enjoying watching Megan teach and explain things. She has a very calm and sweet demeanor. She's very personable and just a really wonderful teacher. She definitely has a way of putting viewers at ease and just making the whole process feel a lot more comfortable. I really think that this course is helping to fill a gap and fill a need. If you're a mom of daughters and you are looking for a way to introduce this conversation, introduce these topics in a very gentle way, in a very relaxed, low stress way. If you don't know where to start or how to bring up these topics with your daughter, I think this will be a great option for you because it really does the heavy lifting for you and guides you through the conversation. I also think that this course is really unique because of what it doesn't say. It doesn't push any information that you and your family may not agree with, and it also doesn't push any information that your kiddo may not be ready for. Politics, religion, sexuality, sexual identity, all of those things that can have people feel in all types of ways. This course really leaves all of those hot button issues up to you as the parent to discuss with your child however you may choose so that you can fill in the gaps. You can discuss whatever beliefs or philosophy you have around all of that. My oldest daughter and I have only recently begun the course, but I'm already very impressed by how informative and in-depth all of the lessons are. And of course, my favorite part about it is that it is dialogue based. It is promoting the conversation, the open communication that is so vital between parents and kids around all topics, but especially this topic. If you think that this course is something you and your daughter might enjoy, I have great news. Ode to Abode is now an affiliate with Body Talk Basics. And the best part about that is I get to share a discount with all of you. So be sure and check that out in the description box below. I will definitely follow up with y'all in an upcoming video. I'll have a more thorough review. Once I have finished this course, I'll share my thoughts on it. I also want to share with you a couple of other books that we have used for sexual education or talking about puberty. As always, I hope you found this video to be helpful, informative, maybe even a little entertaining. Feel free to drop any comments or questions below. I'd also love to hear from you guys if you have any other suggestions on books or resources for talking about puberty and sexual education with our kiddos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the things. I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy homeschooling.